class. I hope everyone has had a great weekend and happy Monday. Today we are going to be looking at the Read Aloud. This one is not a part of our curriculum. This is just an extra one that we're using to supplement what you're already seeing. So it's just kind of like an extra story to get you thinking and to get you still answering those comprehension questions that we normally ask. So today's book is Two Hungry Bears. So remember, before we begin, front cover, spine, back cover. This is the title, Two Hungry Bears. In the corner we see Linda Cornwell. So Linda Cornwell is the author, and I want you to think, what does the author of a story do? Writes the words. And then we see Jane Chapman. What does Jane Chapman do? If she's the illustrator, she draws the pictures. Very good. And you can just kind of look and see really quick, if we take a quick flip through at the pictures that we see in the book. They kind of give us an indication of, is this an informational text or is this fiction? So just by looking right here, we can see that it's probably going to be fiction. All right, let's begin. Two Hungry Bears. Big Brown Bear and Little Bear shared a den. They shared each other's company. And they shared each other's food. Little Bear nibbled the edges, and Big Brown Bear munched up the middles. In this way, they got along very well. But one very bright autumn day, Little Bear woke up feeling extra hungry, and Big Brown Bear woke up feeling monstrously hungry. "I'll buy some food for both of us," said Little Bear. "That's very kind of you, Little Bear," answered Big Brown Bear sleepily, and he crept right back into bed. Little Bear went out shopping and bought some things to take back to Big Brown Bear. But she found she was so hungry that she ate everything straight away. Pies and pastries and peanuts, chocolates and cheeses and cakes, from sides to middles, middles to sides, and back again. Ooh. Meanwhile, Big Brown Bear's tummy was rumbling so loudly that the walls of the cave began to shake. "I've been thinking," said Big Brown Bear, "perhaps I should be out shopping for Little Bear." So off he went with his big bag. But when he had filled it up, he was so hungry that he found he could not wait. He began munching just the middles. But then he set to work on sausages, strawberries, and sandwiches, not to mention tangerines and toffee and tarts, and hamburgers and custard, and spaghetti and soup, and pizzas and salads, and tomatoes and corn, and one small grape. You can see right here, one small grape. Big Brown Bear ate tops, bottoms, sides, and middles. There was just no stopping him. But when he had finished eating, he began to feel very, very, very full and very, very, very guilty. He had left nothing for Little Bear. Big Brown Bear staggered back home, where Little Bear was waiting patiently for him. "Did you find any nice middles to munch?" Little Bear asked him. "I can see that you did," she thought to herself. Big Brown Bear could only nod his head. "Did you come across any tasty edges to nibble?" asked Big Brown Bear. "It certainly looks as though you might have," he thought to himself. Then they sat down together. "I saved you half of a cracker," said Big Brown Bear. "It still has 4 edges to nibble." "I saved you 3/4 of a banana," said Little Bear. "It's all middle with no edges at all." You can see right there, the one cracker and the one middle of the banana. After a while, Big Brown Bear yawned. "I think I'll skip supper," he said. "I'm feeling a little too tired." "An early night will do us both good," agreed Little Bear. They spent a very long time brushing their teeth And before Big Brown Bear snuggled into his bed and Little Bear crept quietly into hers. "Let's collect the food together tomorrow," yawned Big Brown Bear. But tomorrow was a long, long time away because Big Brown Bear and Little Bear slept with their tummies nicely full all through the winter until spring. The end. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about the book. So we've talked about the author and the illustrator. But let's think about who were the characters in the story. So remember, the characters are the people that the story is about. So we had two characters in this story. It is Little Bear and Big Brown Bear. Now let's think, what is the setting of the story? Remember, the setting is where the story takes place. So what is the setting of our story? You can look right in here. It says they shared a den. So the setting of the story would be the bear's den. All right? And what is the problem that Little Bear and Big Brown Bear face? Right? So they talk about, they both wake up very, very hungry, and they need to go out and get some food. Now let's think about what each bear likes to eat on the food. So what do you think Little Bear only likes to eat on the food? Right, Little Bear only likes to eat the edges, and Big Brown Bear only likes the middle. Big Brown Bear only likes the middle of the food. So the problem is that they're both really hungry and need to go out and get more food. So let's think about some of the foods that Big Brown Bear went out to get. And when he got it, what did he gobble up and eat? So Big Brown Bear, this is Little Bear. Big Brown Bear, got the sausages and the strawberries and the sandwiches, tangerines, toffee, and tarts. And remember, we talked about hamburgers, spaghetti, pizza, and then the one tiny grape. Now think about what Little Bear got out. When Little Bear got out, what did Little Bear get to eat? All these different things right here. So we see Little Bear got the pies, the pastry, the cheeses, the cakes. And they both ate what? Did they both eat only the parts that they liked? So did Little Bear only eat the edges? No. They both ate all the different parts of the food. They ate everything they got. But let's think, what did Big Brown Bear save for Little Bear at the kind of the end of the story? It was a cracker. And what did Little Bear save for Big Brown Bear? It was the middle of a banana. And let's think to the very end of the story. So what happens is they go out to find food, and then they end up eating the food that they found for each other. But how does the story end? How do they solve the problem? So they exchange what they left for each other, and then all of a sudden, what? They get really, really, really sleepy, and they go to sleep with their belly super, super, super full. And they sleep all the way until spring. Can anybody name what the bears are doing right here? This is something that bears do every single winter. You can see the snow out here that it's winter. And they said they slept all through the winter until spring. So what is this called? It's called hibernation, right? So the bears are hibernating all winter until spring. And that's the very end of our story, Two Hungry Bears. Thank you for watching, and talk about it and discuss all the different things that we talked about while we read our story. Thanks. Have a great Monday. Bye.